Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Rabbit here, and we're back with some more Salt and Sanctuary. Jenkins, still. And now, today we will be tackling the castle. Past the festering banquets. Probably should write you there, but alright. I needed to talk about something for a little bit. So, first thing is, there is an equipment run that we can do now that we have the the reverse gravity brand. However, I am not going to be doing that in Jenkins's playthrough because he's not a magic user. The main thing you get from it is magic stuff. You get a few spells and a few other things. Can you go back down? I don't think you can go back down in there. Also open this up. I don't think there was anything too important in here. So, if you want to see the actual equipment run for the reverse gravity brand, I would suggest checking out Abella's playthrough once I begin recording that again, as that will be the one where I actually record the run through Tree of Skill. I don't think I have any black pearls. Just resting here. And there was stuff. I did save some of it for Jenkins, just simply because I figured I shouldn't be a dick and make you guys flanged mace. Yes, that was one of the few things that's actually useful for a melee character, though that is, again, a mace rather than a dagger or bow, so we're not going to be using it. Woo! Have to be careful with some of these. Storm Ring, also a magic user thing. I think it increases the attack power of lightning-based magic. So the castle. The castle is a bit of a dickish area. Ow. I will get good at these eventually. There we go. This is, as you could probably guess, a pretty good spot to farm, just simply due to the amount of enemies available. I did also pick up some fire arrows, but I think I bought those. And like I said, between episodes, I went ahead and upgraded our bow and dagger a little bit. Nothing much, just got them up to +2. I think I got the bow up to +3. It took a little bit for the farming, so you didn't miss much. And I was just running through the Festering Feast and Village of Smiles to do it. Let's see, use the bronze key. I believe you get that from the Kraken. You get the Outlaw Great Axe and a Satchel of Salt. The Great Axe would be pretty nice for a strength build. Speaking of strength builds, I should eventually do a strength build one of these days. There we go. I think you can do that. Good lord. B. What is it? Are you sad? Good. Yeah. This game has a bit of a Dark Souls fan-based tendency of just trolling each other, really. Castle of Storms. This is where a lot of players tend to fall off when it comes to the game, because A, it's one of the hardest areas in the game so far, as these guys, they don't take a lot of damage. They can hit behind themselves, and they can hit pretty quickly when they want to. You also can't really parry them. They have a lot of HP. And they have a resistance to magic because their shield acts as full cover. They're a giant pain in the ass. Thankfully, most of them don't respawn. So once you kill them, they're dead. And they do give you a lot of salt and a lot of, both literally and figuratively, they do give you a lot of gold, which is pretty nice. There's also these Ember Skulls, which are important for certain upgrade materials. Just be careful when fighting them because they could do a lot of damage. And I think they have a chance to light you on fire if they get enough attacks off at the same time. This guy is from the Red Hall. Oh, I triggered the weeb. Oh no. Weeb. Yeah, this is basically the upgraded version of the Bronze Knight in that he's meant to be an enemy that you parry. He shows up in a later area, especially the Red Hall of Cages. We actually see a lot of Red Hall of Cages things in this area. Sack of salt and a stone blacksmith. That's not bad. Ember skulls. You know, I am a ranged character. Ah, come on. God, these guys are assholes. There we go. I actually got a couple of those fire pots. And unfortunately, there's a thing in this game where flying enemies, much like most Castlevanias, don't apply the laws of physics to themselves, so they could just phase through walls if they wanna. This is actually a trap. Just jump over it, really. Lightning Barrage. I think we already picked that up. I'm fairly sure. If not, I think... Or no, wait, no, we picked up... Lightning Barrage, Lightning Bolt... Huh, we didn't pick it up. Oh, no, we picked up Lightning Bolt, sorry. Lightning Bolt is... ironically worse than Lightning Barrage. The main reason you would want to not use Lightning Barrage is because Lightning Barrage drains a shit ton of stamina. But like I said, just jump over that one. It's a lightning trap, it's not that difficult. Unlike certain other traps, it actually gives you a warning. Boy. Just trying to pick at these. And yes, this is a cheesy build. Ember Skull's Ashes. I'm fairly sure you need those for various... That is a caster. He's a bit of a dick. But I think if you take him on at range, he doesn't notice you. You have to actually... Although, this does take a lot. Come on. There we go. My Jesus. Yeah, you're not exactly... I don't think you're intended to actually... like, use bows by the designers, because this... It's... bows are not that weak. It shouldn't take, like, 7 arrows to kill something. There's Big Boy. So what is up here? We can't access this area yet. Big Boy is going to be a bit of a pain. Just gotta be good at dodging. His Warhammer is pretty quick. His shield bash is slower, which is... I forgot the lead did that. And I died. Yeah, it's easy to die with those guys if you misjudge what they're doing. It is unlikely that we will get through the castle in this episode, just simply due to lack of time. This area can be a bit just a bit of a fucking ache to get through, really. Just simply due to the size, the difficulty of the enemies, and the boss at that. Plus, now all of the shit that we killed is respawned. That attack can hit behind them, by the way. There we go. I'm just sucking today, good lord. Is it because I haven't had coffee yet? That could be it. There we go. Thankfully, we do get most of our arrows back from these basic enemies, but unfortunately we don't get our arrows back from the actual ones that we care about. Ow. Like I said, these guys hit hard. And I have no idea if you can actually cancel your arrows. So, what else can we do? I could take you guys along the thing, but I'm not going to, because I've already talked about that. What else is there on the docket? Oh yes! For those that subscribed for my... And yes, there have been some subscribers for the tabletop content. Damn it, that one respawns, really? It might just be better to roll through them. This is just kind of... Oh hey, you can stagger lock them. Nice. This might be just one of those areas where you kind of want to roll through enemies. But, yeah. For those people that subscribed for the tabletop content, do not worry. Those just take a little while to produce. I'm planning on doing one a week. The main reason they take a while to produce is because they are scripted content, and I'm not going to do it unscripted, otherwise I would be rambling for fucking hours on end. Well, I'm sure some of you might like that. Oh no. Oh, hello. You can't stagger those guys, but... It might also be a good idea to not use arrows just simply because, like, it's... it kind of blocks the drops that you get from those enemies. Let's see, what else is up here? I think this is technically the right way to go. Oh no. Hello. Yeah, weeb does weeb things. If only it was this easy to parry in 4 honor. Good lord. Of course, there's the counter. And I need the double jump for that. Damn it. That is technically the right way to go, but we cannot go that way yet. Because, like I said in, I think it was the last episode, this game kind of throws a lot of its upgrades towards you at the halfway point of the game, which is what this castle is. So yeah. Oh no. Alright, there we go. The jump attack is lethal on this guy. So it might be wise not to try and not trigger that jump attack. Boy. Get over here. Ah. I cannot take more than one hit. I just have to take things slow. Good lord. And yeah, this guy has more HP because he's infested with my salt. So, he's unlikely to actually die easily, which is unfortunate because these guys have a lot of HP naturally. And I think with the salt, it's a percentage thing. The more salt you invest into... Oh, that could have gone so bad. The more salt you invest into an enemy, the more HP. The more HP they get. Not happy about that. Good lord. Just eating shit today. Like I said, it's a sudden difficulty spike. Not necessarily because the enemies become too tricksy. Like, not a lot changes up, actually. There's no actual changes to the rules and how enemies function. Can you stop fucking... There we go. There's no actual changes in how the enemies function. It's more just changes in, like, the stats that the HP... These stats that the enemies have. So, for instance, the Black Knights are really just statted up versions of the fucking basic enemies we've seen so far. There's no real AI change. Ah, boy. Right there. There we go. Damn it. Ha! There we go. Torch and arrows. The Knights are only really scaled up versions of enemies we've already seen. The Flame Skulls are only really, like, fire versions of the Skull Bats that we've seen so far. There's really not a lot of difference between any enemy in here and what we've seen so far, aside from the casters. Oh no. And there goes all that salt. Note to self, do not run past flame skulls. So it might be a good idea to take those out. This might just be an episode of failure. Which, for this area, is not bad. Oh no. That was not the button I wished to press. I'm kind of used to For Honor. Because I've recently gotten into that game. I am terror bad at it. So don't expect to see it on the channel. Plus, I kind of learned my lesson from Smite. Like, multiplayer stuff doesn't really suit me when it comes to recording. It's just, I tend to be really bad and not notice. That's why I removed the Smite episodes from my channel. Alright then. I could just run past that guy. Motherfucker! I'm not even gonna get... No. Bad. I'm tired of your bullshit. Getting slightly salty. So, what else can I say? There was that run that we could do, but I'm not going to. Actually get these guys in the air, they're not so bad. Oh, they have hyper armor. Damn it. How the fuck are you supposed to take these guys on melee only? Are you legit supposed to just, like, do ranged on these guys? I don't know. I don't know. mini jacks. There it is. That boy. It's very easy to get trapped between two enemies in this particular area. I might actually have to buy arrows. Just mini jacks. There we go. Didn't even hear him throw. Alright then. I could do lore, I guess. Ah, box of hair. So those guys do drop it. Alright then. Yeah, those guys don't get staggered very easily, and plus, they do a lot of damage. I think that attack can actually hit behind them, if you're unlucky. So what else is there to do? There's Night Boy, and then... I should stop trying to man-fight these things. There we go. Fuck. Good lord. Of course he clipped me. Alright, there's one dead. There we go. I'm sorry for the pause there, ladies and gentlemen. It was unfortunately a very stressful situation. God damn it. Triggered the weave. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, hey, Bronze Knight. This is actually the area that you're supposed to encounter them. They are normal enemies in this area. A lot of times, I think that one is normally supposed to be on the other side of the shock trap. That might be why he actually had the health that he did. What is up here? Ow. Alright. I see how it is. Yeah, those guys don't fuck around, do they? Good lord. I might have to actually go and buy. I'm gonna have to actually go and buy arrows, though. And there's one more. Should be, anyway. Because this is so far consuming all of the arrows in my possession. Throw these two, throw on Raider's Ear. And there we go. By the way, something you see a lot in movies, do not aim your bow up. That just kills the actual weight that you'd have behind your arrow. If you want to hit something actually hard, aim your bow either down or at what you're shooting at. And yes, technically, if you do aim your bow up, there is a higher chance that you will hit a target further away. God, I'm gonna have to go through those flame skulls again. I just get to wait. Why, though? But why? God damn it. Jesus, these guys are fucking annoying. Who thought these things were a good idea? Can destroy pillars of stone. Can't one-shot a fucking flame skull. What the fuck is this? I am getting actually salty. And of course they're paired up with ranged enemies. And he teleports. I think that's a teleportation animation. What? Hey, it went better that time. Nice. Oh no. I think there's a way to stagger these things. It's just... getting unlucky, really. Fuck. There we go. Water of Blessing. I just have to try and find the sanctuary and just end it there. Or if I die another time. Because Jesus fuck. I need to get him, like, out of that. Come on. Come, big boy. I don't know why he has different attack speeds on that hammer attack. Ow. But it's kind of annoying. I think if he hits me again, I'll die. So I'm use a red shard. I've been saving these things up for fucking ages. Might as well use them. I think you can farm them for some of their equipment. But, yeah. This is kind of the Sin's fortress of this game. It's the halfway point. It's behind this door. It's... I see. Alright then. Which way to the sanctuary? Shit here. Ah! Hello! Friend! Praise the moon! You made it! Look at this view! Stunning, isn't it? Boy, I've heard there's a thief somewhere that sounded like a particularly useful rune. There's also that pesky dragon needs to be slain. Do you ever wonder where these buildings came from? Who built this castle? Does it have a master? I don't know, probably the fucking dragon, considering how rich dragons are. I think I'm gonna drop down here and... Oh, hey! Nice. I actually made it to the sanctuary in this episode. It also doesn't help that this area is kind of twisty-turny, so it's very easy to get lost. Anyway, this has been Rabbit, and this has been Sultan Sanctuary. This has also been the first half of what is likely to be the, one of the more difficult areas in this game, which is the Storm Castle, or Castle of Storms, whatever the fuck it was called. Castle bullshit and sold. So, I will wish everyone well, and goodbye. Have a good day.